Hello folks, this is Zersty once again with Modern Warfare 3 footage. It's not really the best footage in the world. It is not awesome of me to play, but you know, if you're interested, you're interested. This is quite a good match. It's the first time I actually played Headquarters so far in Modern Warfare 3. I forgot there was any other play type apart from Team Deathmatch. This is a quite enjoyable match. I hope you enjoy it and stay lovely. Now, of course, the aim of Headquarters, as always, if you do not know, well then I'll just fill you in. Basically, a Headquarters point will come up. You cannot capture it when it first comes up. You then need to wait a certain amount of time. You capture that Headquarters, and the longer you hold it, the more points you get. The opposite team then needs to take that Headquarters from you and destroy it. Whilst you're controlling the Headquarters, if you die, you will not respawn until the Headquarters is destroyed. So, it's a simple game. Now, this is actually a map I quite enjoy. The London map. Don't ask me the name. I think it's Metro, I believe. It's an enjoyable map. I've worked out some of the parts of it and what parts I like to stand at. This point in particular I enjoy standing at, because you get sneaky kills. You've got a large vantage point, and of course you can just run in here, check that people are there. Lots of people come through there. You can also turn around, take people out here, and over to my right, there we go. That's also a spawn point, so it's quite good. I enjoy it, and it's quite lovely. Although there are times when a lot of people like to counter me about it, but it's just the way it goes. Now, as you can see, I'm once again using the Scar L. I am enjoying this gun quite a bit. It is probably the best gun I've had so far because, well, there's no other gun that I can really use, to be honest. I think in past COD games, the Scar's been quite a favourite of other people. I didn't really play Modern Warfare 2, I didn't really like it. I played Black Ops a bit, and I didn't use the Scar whatsoever, as far as I believe. Now, I think I actually try and jump through the window here. No, it's not working. And as you can see about now, I die. Fun. That's my problem. I get too distracted whilst playing games. I mean, by the actual game and not doing what I'm supposed to do. Hopefully, I will be able to sort out stuff and actually get good at the game. I know practice makes perfect, and that is true, especially with COD games or FPS in general. Really, the more you play it, the better you'll get it, and that's the simple fact of it. Basically, the longer this goes on, the better I'll get. And at the minute, I think I'm doing pretty average, especially for just coming back to FPS on the computer. Now, people have been complaining about the graphics because everyone knows Call of Duty reduces their graphics so that the FPS is much lower. I don't mind the graphics. I think it's nice the way it is, and they don't really need to change it much because it is just your surroundings. There's no point having flashy, nice surroundings in a game that your just main focus is to shoot people. Yes, it adds a bit of extra to it, but at the sacrifice of FPS, which is one of the most important things when playing an FPS. This is going to sound really weird. Frames per rate and first-person shooter. But yeah, it's good to keep your frames per second. And really, I enjoy it. It's much better, and you know, I like the lesser graphics. I like TF2, I like Borderlands, just crappy graphics games. They're nice. Like Minecraft. Look how successful Minecraft's been. But I think I'm getting better at the game. Slowly, but surely, I'm getting better at the game. And of course, I'm going to be releasing more game footage, but I'm not going to start spamming random game footage where I'm not that good at it. Because what's the point? I want you to leave me responses to tell me what you want in videos. I wouldn't mind running around with a pistol. I wouldn't mind running around trying to hit people with my knife constantly. I don't mind. It's quite enjoyable to change from what you do. And I really don't care about kill death ratio. Kill death ratio doesn't judge how good you are. Because at the start, you could be a complete noob in the end, really good, but you just haven't caught up with your the rest of your score, so you're not as good.
Enemy care package incoming.
I don't know. It all depends on what way you look at it. One problem I have noticed about the game though is people seem to be able to shoot me twice and kill me, whereas I empty half a clip into them and they don't die. I think that's more to do with the lag from the host rather than the actual game. It's just, it gets annoying, as always. I even check sometimes just to make sure they've actually shot me and it's not just being random. This is a very nice map in general because it does have an open area, it has enclosed area, and generally it's quite enjoyable if you know how to work your way around. I got triple teamed there, that wasn't good. But Headquarters is an enjoyable match because, well, mainly I go for kills, but the easiest way to get kills is just to stand in the back, at the back, and then people will just be running towards the Headquarters. You get them, and they won't expect you to be so far away because you think everyone goes towards the Headquarters. So Headquarters is like a magnet in the game, and that's why it's easier to get kills. That's probably why I do reasonably well. As you can see there, where the zebra crossing is, not a good place to run around. It's too open area, and there's actually a spawn or two nearby there, and it's just not enjoyable to spawn and die or run in there and get killed by someone who's spawned. So generally I stay around the back of the map, well, what I'd call the back of the map. It's this whole area where basically here, where there's a spawn point over the billboards. I don't really go in the middle part that much because there's no point, because I have a vantage point from the far side here to the rest, so there's no point. But it's still quite enjoyable in the fact that you can do it. I hope they add more cities in future expansions, or whatever you call them. Map packs, is it? Map packs. Future map packs, I'd like to see more cities. Particularly a place called Belfast. That'd be very enjoyable to see. I would like that, because it's actually near where I live, and it was at one point a war zone, so it'd be good to go down a bit of nostalgia. But of course, double. But of course, they can't add everything, and it'll probably be only capital cities. I could probably see them adding, what would be a good city? I don't know, a big good city. I can't remember playing in New York yet, or Paris. Paris or New York. And I'm debating whether to bring out a campaign gameplay video yet. I don't know. I doubt anyone would want to see it because COD's campaign, since COD 4, their campaign hasn't been the best in the world. I just don't think that they put as much effort into it anymore, really. What's the point? Everyone just buys the game for multiplayer. I buy the games for multiplayer, that's that. I'd say a vast majority of people buy it for multiplayer, although a lot of people enjoy playing the single player. Yeah, it's not that good. You play it because you can, and for those on the Xbox, they generally play it for the achievement points. I have Steam. Steam has achievement points, or achievements. Sorry, they don't have. I don't know if they have achievement points, and to be honest, I don't really care if they do. I've never been one to go after achievements unless I get something good as a result. I like the way there's multiple things within the game that help you level, such as calling 5 UAVs and getting headshots or long shots. It adds easier way to level up, and of course it's much better. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty crud towards the end. Now I want to know what this is. I actually don't know what this is. If anyone can answer what this is, they get a prize. I don't know what that is. I actually chase him to try and find out what that is, and then decide not to. I've never actually been in London, so I don't know if this is actually quite accurate towards it or not. Who knows? Who knows? It'd be nice if this was very close to the way London is, because it has a bit of realistic. Because Quarantine in COD 2, well, it was really good. I've been to Quarantine in France, and they did that map really well, I believe. I've also been to Granville. Can't remember if the church was still there, and I can't remember what game it is, but one of the games has St. Mary-Église, and well, yeah, they do that quite well as well, because I've been there. I don't know how I kill a Juggernaut. Oh, I get shot here, don't I? 3, 2, 1. Boom, diada. The most humiliating thing, I think, in the COD game would be if you're last kill and you get something really bad. On the Xbox, I've had some really bad kills, but you don't really get that many. That reminds me, in a previous video I said you don't get as much hate when playing on a PC. You don't get as much hate, but you do get bloody and hate. That was a combination between bloody and blooming. But you do get a lot of hate. I've actually turned off my voice chat because there was some Italian guy screaming and some 5-year-old crying and some teenager, I don't know what he was doing. Sounded like fapping. So you do get it, but you have the choice to mute your mic. I guess you have the choice in Xbox as well. It's quite enjoyable. As you can see, I did reasonably well in that match. I feel unfortunate for that guy who died to the bouncing Betty, but that's there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.